I single-handedly broke up my marriage. You're an awful person.
You're 24 years old. Why would I listen to you? Why would you be giving therapy and advice to people who clearly need it? It doesn't make any sense, Ari. This is a horrible idea.
You're listening to
Unlicensed
Therapy with Ari Mannis.
And just so you know, if you say anything you regret, like the N-word or your address or something, I can edit it out.
Okay.
I'm not here to get you in trouble.
Okay.
I'm a nice guy.
I don't think probably not.
Yeah, but just a lot of people say that and they spit out the N-word a bunch of times.
Oh, man.
And then when you do that, if you do that,
oh, no.
I can make it look like you never did it. If you reveal...
I say fuck a lot. Is that okay?
You could say fuck.
Oh, good. Fuck, fuckity, fuck.
But if you say anything offensive or maybe something personal about a close one, then you go, oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Okay.
Maybe spill the beans on a previous relationship.
Sure.
I'm not TMZ. I'm not here to get you.
Okay.
I just want it to be... I want you to leave going, that was nice.
Sounds good. I think we'll be fine.
Okay. Thanks for doing it. Thanks for doing the podcast.
I don't even remember. Did I DM you? I don't remember.
I DM'd you.
Oh, okay.
I wish you DM'd me.
Oh, okay.
That would be so cool. If you just DM me out of nowhere.
I do sometimes. I DM people every now and then.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Not you, but
not me at all.
But that's okay.
Are the headphones too loud to you?
A little loud.
I'm going to turn them down a little bit.
I don't know if it's the headphones
you're going to bug me because this could be, who knows how long we're going to talk. I don't know how I saw you on the internet. No, I do. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, there's only really one way that you would see
I just
me
liked
on
your
the internet.
tweets so much, your wisdom.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That's all it was.
Is there anything specific that stands out? My wisdom?
Your vagina
wisdom. Yeah, the vagina wisdom. Really good with that.
What stands out to you about your, I guess, body or pornography? What do you think what makes you people's favorites?
I think a lot of people have me as their favorite because I listen. And so I pay attention and I give a fuck about when I'm acting out like a fetish or something like that, I take it seriously. And a lot of people like giggle or they make fun of it or whatever. But I don't. I like green lighting people on their fetishes. And to me, that is just letting people know, like, hey, it's cool. You're not hurting anyone. It's totally fine. Because there's a lot of people that are super...
but how do people even know that by watching a porno of yours? How would anyone know that you greenlight fetishes?
The people that have those fetishes can recognize the sincerity.
Got it. So they watch you and they go, that's the real deal right there.
Yeah.
She ain't there for the paycheck. I mean, she is, but not just the paycheck.
It's super not the paycheck. I actually make less doing porn than I did camming and making my own content before.
But you still do both, right?
I do both now, but I make less because I have less time for the first.
Got it.
So... I'm literally doing porn for the experience. For
the love.
Yeah.
The love of the game.
Yeah. I love performing and acting and stuff like that.
Cool.
And it's cool to do it and not have to worry about the camera and stuff like that every now and then.
So because you have that knowledge of, well, I can make more on my own, does that give you the power where you kind of turn down what you don't want to do? You pick and choose what you want to do?
Yeah, I've always been like that, even when I was super, super dead broke. Because I started camming when I was pretty fucking broke. Mm-hmm. I was working 3 jobs and supporting my mom and stuff like that. And
Are you still supporting her?
Right now, because I made her quit her job because of COVID.
What's her job? Or what was her job?
She works with kids in a school, and so she's like around kids all the time. But she's like an assistant type.
Is she elderly?
Yeah. She's 26 years older than me, so 55.
55.
If
so
I can math.
You're kind of paranoid about the whole COVID-19 thing.
I actually have shitty lungs, so I don't want to get it either. And we even talked about testing because you were like, "What do I have to do to get you on the podcast?" And I was like, "COVID test? Like that's it. That's the whole thing.
Not STDs, not anything else. COVID.
No, I trust you on the other one.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
You know I'm a virgin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just see it in your pure eyes.
I'd like to think I'm a sweet, innocent boy, but I have my deviances. I like to cuddle. I like junk food. I'm 5 days off porn right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Damn it. Lost another one. Was it Jesus? He takes a lot.
I was literally thinking, I'm like, is having Alex Cole on my podcast, is that breaking my no porn thing? Like, I'm
Not-
5 days off now. Is it starting over after right now?
Not if you don't jack off to this.
I
Because it's only porn if you jack off to it for you. It's porn to other people.
No,
but
I won't jack off to this interview. I thought,
Okay.
wait, do you mean right now or later?
Either.
Okay,
If you did now, it would be making porn. Then
Okay.
you'd be in porn, and then this
I
would
don't
go
want
on Pornhub, and that'd be cool.
Here's a idea for a porn series.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have this studio, right, that I use twice a week for an hour each week. I was like, what can I do to make use of this? Okay. Each week,
Yeah.
you bring a new person in here. You interview them like a podcast, and then you fuck them.
That sounds like fun. I would do that.
People would like that because it's like they get to know the person
Yeah.
first. I mean, it's not the most original idea. There's kind of renditions of this, but
Sure.
this is full blown hour podcast.
This is like,
and then
yeah.
fuck. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
And it's look how cheap it would be because
Yeah?
most porn production. I'm not in the business, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I
Uh-huh.
imagine most porn sets they pay a photographer, a videographer, an editor, a makeup artist, all these different people, right? It's a big production on a lot of them.
It totally depends. Every company's different.
Mm-hmm.
And then like smaller productions, of course. And some people it's just one guy and he does everything.
That's what this would be.
That's
it would
what
be
this
one
would be.
person
Yeah. So
coming
that's
in
totally
here,
doable.
just hit record on 3 cameras, and then, or maybe we change this table for a couch. I don't know.
You could have like
I mean, you could fuck on the table, but it would be kind of.
I mean,
Uncomfortable,
anyone doing
maybe.
porn is pretty used to fucking on tables
Sure.
and stairs and gravel and shit.
But
So-
you'd want, in my version,
want
in my
better.
vision, I want everyone to be comfortable. I
Yeah.
don't want people to go, oh, I have to go fuck on a table for an hour. I want them to go, oh, it's nice, it's couch, it'll be easy, it'll be quick, it'll be fun.
What do you think of like a therapy couch?
Yeah,
Do-
like,
you could
oh
do-
yeah, well,
yeah.
that would be for my podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it's therapy, I should have one of those psychiatry couches.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just turn this podcast into a porn series. Forget the podcasting business.
I mean, you could do unlicensed therapy XXX
Mm-hmm.
and then put that on Pornhub because Pornhub actually doesn't pay terribly for views.
That's pretty
So-
good.
and they have
now,
they
the
have
only issue is I don't want to be in him. So I'm giving you the idea.
Okay.
Run with it.
All right.
I'm a sweet innocent boy. My mom would disown me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do your dirty work.
Yeah. You have to bring the people in here and fuck them. I'll just
Damn it.
I'll hit record. I was okay. So the past 6 years or so, I've been making my living as a comedian, which has been great. But COVID, everything kind of shut down, so
Yeah.
I've been living off unemployment and whatnot. So I finally am so bored. I was kind of looking for a job, a part-time job, and I went on. Have you heard of Indeed.com?
I have.
It's like a job board site. I don't know. I think that's the best way to explain it. And I saw Vixen was hiring production assistants.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah.
Shit,
So
I
that
might
was
apply
pretty
for
good.
that.
Yeah, you can apply for that.
I like being a PA. I've done that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That just means like getting people's coffee and stuff, right?
It totally depends. I mean, I washed laundry. I got people water, food, like taking care of like the performer's needs because, you know, you're not always 100% coherent when you're, you
So
know.
what made you want to be a PA? Just a friend asking you like, sure, I'll do it.
Actually, my boyfriend is Michael Masters, and he runs primalfetish.com. That's his site. So I did camera, and I directed a couple scenes, and I would PA for a bunch of scenes.
Got
So
it.
I liked it because I got to get to know everybody and treat everybody nice, and like be like, here, today's gonna be an awesome day. You're gonna come here. You're gonna
Get a full scope on the
pampered
business.
a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
We had a full kitchen. I'd make breakfast and stuff.
So Michael Masters, he is a porn maker. What
He's
is describe his profession? I don't know who that is.
He's a producer, and then
Producer.
he owns primalfetish.com. So it's got a bunch of different.
So that's
like,
a porn company.
Yeah, they.
Cool.
I think superhero is the thing they're most known for.
Okay.
So we've had a lot of fun shooting a lot of superhero porn.
And so because he's your boyfriend,
Yes.
does that mean you get hired whenever you want?
No,
No.
no, not at all.
Does that mean,
If
hey, do you want to do this? Yeah. Okay, you're in. Or no, do you not want to do it?
Actually, what it means is it's great for me because it means that a lot of the times when we work together, we do it for trade instead of him paying me because then I get the content and I can sell the content
Oh, so you just get a copy of the
Yeah.
video as well, and then he doesn't pay
and
you?
rights to the video. Right. Because I
Wow.
make more selling it myself
Oh, right.
than I would getting paid for it. And then that
Interesting.
allows us to do these big productions because he doesn't have to pay for me.
He
so
could put that money into
yeah, he can
something
put that into
better.
hiring another girl instead of me. He can put that into like props or like different like more performers, things like that.
And
extras.
does he perform as well?
Yeah, he's been in over 2,000 videos.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot of videos.
7 years, I think. So,
That's
yeah.
like one every day for 7 years or something.
It's a lot.
That's I guess if you love what you do, it's not work.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he especially his favorite part, I think, is writing the scripts because he likes writing. So.
And so, because you're dating another performer, person in the biz, you guys obviously get each other's lifestyles and life. I would imagine there's no jealousy issues when you go do a scene with someone else or when he does a scene.
No,
with
he's
someone
actually
else.
he's super. I'll admit I get jealous every now and then
You
because
do?
I'm super needy. Like I'm a super needy person, and so sometimes like especially if I'm traveling a lot and he's shooting a lot, and then like if we can't spend as much time together as I'd like, I get all pouty. But I'm working on that.
So if he just releases a scene of him hooking up with another girl,
Oh,
That
no, not that.
doesn't bother you at
No,
all.
it's the time management.
Got it.
yeah.
So that's not.
But that's just because he's
That's
super
more jealous
busy.
of his time, not of
I
other
know,
people.
but I'm still like also
Yeah.
jealous of like they get to have sex with him and I don't because,
Mm-hmm.
or like if he has a scene the next day and he has to like not have sex the day before because a lot of guys in the industry
They
won't.
have to build up their semen.
They build up their like stamina and they're like, you know, it helps with like the mood and the chemistry.
They want to be really horny.
yeah,
For
you
the
know, you
scene.
don't want to be like. I could take it or leave it. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
it doesn't really make for a good day.
This is my first break since I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
This is 5 days, the longest I've gone. I'm
Nice.
30,
Nice.
so half my life.
That's okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good job for the break.
Thank you. It's been really hard, rewarding. I've had more energy. I've been more
Yeah.
productive.
Yeah. It's just like anything else. Everything should be in moderation, you know?
Yeah, I was never crazy. It was like twice a day.
Oh, okay.
Is that crazy?
Yeah. No,
Maybe a little.
it's a lot, but
Yeah, it's a
not
little
like,
a lot.
I mean, I can't say shit because I've done 26 in a day before. So,
You watch porn
Mas-
20, masturbate 26 a day?
yeah.
That doesn't kill you?
I was younger. I think I was like 22.
I think if I did
So-
that, I might literally die.
Yeah. No, I was very dehydrated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Do you have any secret tips of how not to get dehydrated? Do you just drink a lot of water? Do
Just
you
have
drink
some water
Gatorade?
next to you, I guess. No, a lot of my stuff isn't free.
Oh, you mean like
Yeah.
stuff you make for your
Yeah.
OnlyFans and stuff like that?
Yeah, like I have like over 200 videos on ManyVids.
Wow.
So I sent him a few of those.
What's your is he in them now?
Yeah, he's in a lot of my videos.
What's your, I guess now your process is, hey, boyfriend, do you want to do this? But what was your process like for making videos when you were single?
You know, I've never been single.
You're a relationship guy?
I'm a relationship person. Yeah, I've had 4 and
4 boyfriends
yeah.
in your whole life?
Yeah. So from 18 to 23.
Okay, 5 years.
Yeah, and then I had one for a year and a couple months, and then one for 2 years and a couple months.
But you've been in the
Yeah.
biz
Yeah.
ever since after that first one?
I've been in ever since the first one. It was the second one that got me into it.
Got it. And was he into it as well?
No, he
No, he
he was like, hey, like you're working a lot. I don't ever get to see you, and you're working yourself to death. And I was like, yeah, well, you know, that's what are you gonna do? So
got bills to pay.
he's
Got mouths to
like,
feed.
well,
Got
have
to
you
pay
ever?
for my mom's food.
Yeah. Well, have you ever thought of camming? And I was like, that's not real. I didn't think it was a real thing. I thought the Live Jasmine pop-ups were,
Robots?
viruses.
Sex bots? Oh, viruses.
Yeah,
I think they
and-
might still be viruses.
They might be.
I still don't click on them.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
No, so I don't click them either. I researched it for a couple months and jumped into it. So that was how that happened.
And then did that, even though I feel like a lot of guys say they're cool with it, then they end up not being. Was he cool with it?
He was a little too cool with it because he wanted me to do it so that he could hook up with like cam girls and stuff. And that
And
That's
then
like-
so then
yeah.
that upset you?
no, it's we were in an open relationship, but then he actually like slept with one of his exes who was mean to me, and I was like, of all the people, like
That crossed the line.
Yeah.
You could have fucked anyone you wanted and you fucked her.
yeah,
Something like that.
it was a little silly. Yeah, I was like, you know, it's cool though, but we're just not gonna fuck anymore. So
Wow.
we're still friends. We lived together
that's
for a
cool.
few years after that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's so adult like.
Yeah,
I couldn't handle that.
yeah.
Uh-uh.
I'm relatively mellow.
I'm mellow too, I think, but if I was, because you dated for over a year,
Yeah,
So
you're
if
in
I
a
was-
couple months.
so at that point you probably love each other.
Yeah, Yeah, we
If
did.
I-
We moved in together, all that stuff.
If I
so.
moved in with a girl, loved her, and then we broke up, I don't know if I could handle just immediately being like, hey, well, let's still be cool. All right, see you later, friend.
I guess it's I don't know. There's something about I've never really mourned breakups too much because I remember all the good, and so it's like it's not, it's just we don't match anymore.
Yeah.
But we had all that time where we did, and that was super awesome. And
That's cool.
that doesn't make it less awesome that you did a really shitty thing, and now we can't have more times that are awesome.
It's very mature of
So-
you. I'm more immature than that.
I don't know. I guess I'm pretty mature.
Yeah. Okay, so that was relationship number 2.
Yeah. So then
What's
3.
the third?
2 and 3 overlap. So we were all living together, and
What the heck?
Yeah.
Wait, so then your third boyfriend
Yeah.
moved in with you and your ex-boyfriend?
Yeah. Well, he was living with us. Yeah, he moved in after we had. Wait.
This didn't
Yeah,
cause
it's
any
complicated.
drama?
No, they were super broy. Like
They were friends.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, is it cool if I date your ex-girlfriend?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah,
well,
dude.
we were dating a little bit while we were all still together. So like.
Oh, because you had an open relationship.
Yeah. So he, second, super supported me in like adding third in because second super liked watching me with other dudes, but I didn't really
Got it.
have access to a ton of like reputable dudes.
Uh-huh.
So that was awesome for him. And then number 3 was just like, I just like you a lot, so I'm cool with whatever. So he ended up moving into the apartment complex across
Wow.
from us, and then we all ended up moving into a bigger 3-bedroom.
So
Yeah.
crazy to me
Yeah,
as a
and then-
civilian.
Yeah, and then I bought my house a few years back, and we all moved in there. So at that
Do you
point,
still live together?
no, not
Oh.
now. He got a new girlfriend, and
Okay.
so they live together. I'm very
Uh-huh.
happy for them.
Okay.
And,
and you're still cool with them?
Yeah, and
to this
three
day.
three and I broke up. He was having some hard times, and we didn't fit as well anymore. And he had encouraged me to date number 4. So
Okay. So,
So-
he was also just really open,
Yeah.
cool, do your thing.
Yeah.
And now you're on number 4.
yeah.
Wow.
So and number 3 also has a new girlfriend. That's nice.
And
So,
you're happy and
yeah,
all good.
They're super cute. Yeah.
Wow.
Way more compatible.
No
than we
drama
were.
in your life.
It happens, but I try to keep it out. Like it's
That's cool.
you can
No,
only do what you can do, and I can only control what I react to and stuff. But
Uh-huh.
you can't control other people. But I try my best. Like my first boyfriend and I aren't friends anymore, and I don't think he even knows what I do. If you're
Oh,
out,
he knows.
if you're out there, hey.
I got news for you. He knows.
I don't know.
Because
he doesn't
even-
really watch porn. He's,
But someone he knows does. And
Yeah.
someone he knows you.
I know at least a couple of our friends know, but they haven't told him because they think he'd get upset. So,
I bet he knows. I mean, I guess we won't know unless you talk to him. But I think.
you never know. I actually saw him at the airport the other day.
Did he say hi?
No, he was too far away, and I would have had to like run across the airport, and I was like, that'd be weird. So I just kept going to my car.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you both live in Vegas.
Yeah.
Fascinating. I don't know
Yeah.
why that's fascinating to me. Just because it's so
I
different
just-
from
yeah.
an ordinary relationship. So to me, it's almost like when I hear about Mormons and how they have multiple wives.
Yeah.
Even though it's just interesting to me.
Well, that's like my partner now, number 4, Michael. We can use names.
Yeah, because he's a public figure as well.
Yeah. So Michael and I, we like he's down with me like dating other people and stuff, at least when I'm not in Vegas. Like if I'm here and I'm here for like a week, he's like, you should have an LA boyfriend. And like for his birthday, we usually have like a reverse gangbang and invite some girls over and stuff like that. And then for my last birthday, he got me a gangbang and invited a few of our friends over.
So it wasn't even for
yeah.
content. It was just
No, just for fun.
Fun.
You gotta have
Funsies.
I film almost everything, but it's important. I've learned to have like actual personal sex life and actual personal time, and turning the camera on every fucking time that you do anything
Oh my
can
gosh. I'm building a van right now, a camper van.
Mm-hmm.
I bought like an old white rape van. I'm turning it into a camper. I want to go around the country.
get cool.
Raping
Are
people.
you
No, just
going
kidding.
to write candy on the side?
I'm going to write candy, and I'm just going to go around abducting children and weak women. No, I would just want to go to national parks and.
Well, now I'm dubious. I watch a lot of true crime.
My real goal is to get a girlfriend,
Okay.
That's my number.
By
I mean,
luring her into into your van with
by
the
luring
candy.
into my van and saying,
I got it.
You're my girlfriend now.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to leave the van because you live here now in my van. And you're my girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, get a girlfriend. A real.
So you're as aggressive
consensual.
as me. Yeah.
I'm kind of. I mean, I DM'd you. I'm kind of aggressive.
Yeah.
Not. I'm also. I find myself getting more and more. Like, I'm not scared to make the move.
Mm-hmm.
At least the initial, like, hey, I like you move.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also really into, okay, I like you. So now
Balls in your court.
Balls in your court a little bit. So I'm not into pressuring or anything like that. How does that work when you're on your period and you have scenes to shoot?
Oh, man. Well, here we go. Sponges is
Okay.
the short answer. So I like to use this sponge called the Today sponge. It's actually like a spermicidal sponge, and it's like round and it's got a dip in it for your uterus, and then it's got a loop cord you can pull it out with. But a lot of people and even me, like I do it too, especially if I don't have one, just use makeup sponges. Like girls.
And you just keep them inside your vagina?
Yeah. You just got to be super careful.
Has one
and
ever
take
gotten
them
stuck?
out. There's nowhere for them to go, really. So the surefire, if you can't get it out, which doesn't happen that often, but like if you're fucking and it gets fucked like super deep in you, you just, you get a douche bottle and you fill it up with lukewarm water and you just shoot water up into your vagina until like the sponge.
Loosen up, yeah.
Yeah,
kinda.
usually it'll just fall right out because it's full of water. It's super heavy. But yeah, I think the one the Today sponge is more expensive, but I think it's worth it. But some people are allergic to spermicide, so.
Now, I imagine the scene was booked well ahead of time, and that's why this happens. If you knew you were going to be on your period, would you just schedule around it?
Yeah. And some people do. It just depends. And I'm weird. Like I have weird like hormonal things. So like I'm infertile and my periods are weird and stuff like that. So I can't really plan around it.
Got it.
So, but I don't have that many. So it's pretty rare.
Okay. So that's good.
Yeah.
What causes you to be infertile?
I have a lot of like cervical scarring from like different stuff. So different medical issues.
Okay.
So like I like to say that like the package is really nice, but like the inside's so fucked up.
Hey,
like,
to some people that's better.
I have fucked up knees. I have fucked up lungs, like double jointed all over. Like
That's
it's
kinda
just
cool.
like, yeah,
Sounds like a bunch of blessings from God,
sure.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
which I don't believe in, but I say God bless to people
okay.
now a lot.
Yeah.
When I leave, I go, God bless. Thanks, God bless.
I say it sometimes, but it's just like, I don't know why. It just pops out every now and then.
One time I was leaving a party and there was this girl and I didn't talk to her at all. I was just walked by her and I said, have a good night. God bless. And she goes, God isn't real. I was like, what if I was really serious?
Yeah.
That'd be so mean.
That'd be mean.
So
But, you know.
People are mean. People are assholes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you find that a lot of people say people in Los Angeles are assholes, and you've spent a lot of time in Vegas and Los Angeles? Do you find people in LA to be meaner?
Yeah,
You do?
definitely. By a lot. Yeah. I've gotten yelled at by an old lady at a Target before.
What was she yelling at you for?
She tried to cut in front of me in line, and I just didn't. I was like, "Hey, I'm here," and she's like, "Ah." So, I've definitely noticed LA people are not as nice. Sorry,
Interesting, yeah.
sorry. It's just
No, a lot of people say that.
Vegas.
And it's
Vegas
probably
people
true.
are super nice,
Yeah.
and I think it's because it's like a melting pot inside of the melting pot where there's all these different cultures like coexisting. Because it's a very transient city. Like people are always moving in, moving out, and a lot of people work in the service industry because that's basically the only real industry out there. And so everybody's like living on tips and stuff, so they understand. So people tip really well and are nice to their waitresses and stuff. And
So if you want to get that tip, you got to be nice.
yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep. So
So menstrual porn is awesome. Guys love it.
it's a cool thing, but a lot of places don't let you post it because it's blood. So
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
payment processors like Visa and MasterCard.
Do you put that on your OnlyFans? I imagine
it's
most
not
people
allowed.
don't want it.
It's not allowed. So yeah, you
I
can't.
thought anything was allowed on that site.
No, totally not. No blood.
No blood.
I
And
don't
is that
think
because
so.
it's too close to violence? Why don't they want?
There's different obscenity laws in it. I don't understand most of them, but there's like no fisting,
No fisting?
Yeah, I think
Bunch of
OnlyFans has no
prudes.
fisting, no pee.
No peeing?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't even be able to get hard then.
I just put all my pee videos on Pornhub, so that's my solution for that. But it is kind of funny, and OnlyFans is funny because you'll be typing a message and you'll type a restricted word and you won't realize it, like meet, like nice to meet you, and it'll delete the whole message if you try to send it with the restricted word in
because
there.
they don't want you to meet up.
Yeah.
Outside of the app.
They don't want it to be an
prostitution.
escorting app or
Right.
prostitution app. Yeah. And so if you say meat, it'll get
Just, hey,
or
you're not allowed to
blood.
meet.
blood. If you say blood, then the whole message just gets
Because they
deleted.
don't want people asking for blood stuff.
Right.
Wow.
So P, if you say P,
Seems like someone needs to come out with a less strict site. Take
It's-
down OnlyFans.
it's literally the payment processing. Like, how can you do it when you can't get paid?
My friend Steven, he's another comedian,
Mm-hmm.
but his day job, he owns a high risk credit card processing company. That's
Okay.
meant for like porn,
Well, there you go.
weed, all the things that banks wouldn't want to fuck with.
Sure.
That's what he does.
Cool.
It's a pretty shady business.
Then,
Sounds fun, though.
maybe. Maybe
That
you
could
can
be
make a blood and pee website.
I have too many ideas.
Yeah.
That, my therapy fuck table idea. I'm full of ideas, but I need to just stick to like two things.
You totally need to call it therapy fuck table. Yeah.
That's the serious name.
That's the name. It
Therapy
happened.
fuck
It's
table.
decided.
That's a pretty good name. I'd be like, what's that?
Therapyfucktable.com.
Oh, you should do VO work for these
I
sites.
really want to. I just don't know how to get into it.
Don't you just, okay, so for example, what's the site your boyfriend owns?
Primalfetish.com.
Then you say, hey, Jason, can I be the girl who says primalfetish.com in every video?
Jason.
That's his name? Sorry, what's
Michael.
Michael. Hey,
That's
Michael.
super off.
I don't know why it's not Jason.
You're fine.
Wait, it's Michael. What's his last name?
Masters.
I don't know how I got Jason.
I don't know, but it's cool.
He looks like a Jason. I don't know what he looks like, but
No, but
okay.
I should have let you have that
Okay,
one. Yeah.
Michael. Hey, Michael. How's it going, baby? That's how you talk to him. Hey, baby. Love you. I was just thinking, can I be the voice?
Well,
in the
we don't
intro?
have an intro like that or anything.
Can we? I was just thinking you should have an intro to your videos.
I don't
and
know
I'll
if
be the voice.
that'll-
Now you have that one, right?
Yeah.
That's the one you send to other companies. Hey, I did this. I would love to do it for your company as well.
Yeah,
They do it for like Naughty America
Yeah, I did. Okay, I've had
or
one.
Brazzers. They do it too.
I've had one voice acting gig, and they wanted me to play a 9-year-old boy in a commercial for an app, and they just didn't use it. I don't think so. I didn't get paid for it. So,
What?
But it was really cool getting to do it, and I sent them like 3 different copies of different.
Different boys.
Sure.
Different
Yeah.
9-year-old boys. Yeah.
Different boys.
Bart Simpson is played by a woman
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
The Simpsons. I don't know if you watched that or not.
So is Tommy Pickles.
From Rugrats?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way it should be. I think women should run the world, have every job should be a woman's job. That's what I'm supposed to say in 2020,
Kissing
right?
ass won't save you. No, I'm kidding.
That's what I'm supposed to say? Yeah. Believe all
sure.
women. Yeah, it should be women in every job.
I'm all about equality personally.
Right. Me too.
I don't want to be in
Equality.
charge of everything. It sounds like a lot of fucking work.
I'm all about equality as long as I'm on top. I'm in charge. And everyone else is below me. I'm the best.
That's the okay, yeah. Equality.
That's
You're all
equality?
equal down there.
Mm-hmm. I'm all equal. So you are in town for 3 days, and your schedule is jam-packed.
It is.
I'm surprised you even fit me in. What motivates you, since you make money on your own? You don't even need the scene money. You don't even need. What motivates you to just try and cram so much in?
I don't know. I think I have a severe case of FOMO, like fear of missing out. I want to do all of it. And so then I overload myself because it's like I want to come to the podcast and then
Were you in your car thinking, oh, fuck, I shouldn't have taken this podcast. I have too much.
No, there was a moment this afternoon because I had another podcast and
Do I know them?
maybe
Comedians?
Dan Frigolette?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Is he a comedian?
Yeah.
Okay. Dan Figurlat?
Frigolet. Yeah, I might be saying it wrong.
Okay, cool.
But he's got the Porn Stars Are People podcast,
Oh,
and then he's got the
right.
one I was on today. But yeah, I thought it started at 5, but it actually started at 2. So
Okay.
I had to
so you had a big gap.
I had to rush and get everything ready. Yeah, and it was 1:40 when I found out. So it was like, okay, let's figure this shit out.
And did you put in your calendar wrong? Did your PR lady?
There was some kind of
miscommunication?
yeah, somewhere along the line. But the text I got said 5 p.m. So I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, well, let's just adjust. And there was a moment where I was like, I just want to go to sleep, man. Like,
You got a big day tomorrow.
Yeah,
blah,
I
blah,
do.
blah.
I do have a big day tomorrow.
What's your day tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm shooting for Spizu for the first time. And I'm shooting with Alex Legend. And he's quite sizable.
Large penis?
Quite. Very thick.
Have you worked with him before?
I have once.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was cool?
Yeah. I saw him the other day too, and I didn't realize that we were working together tomorrow. So
You saw him yesterday?
yeah, I saw him yesterday.
He
Yeah.
was just at one of the other sets?
No, I saw him. I went to visit.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's got a really cute dog. So I like
so you
to
like
visit
to
all my
visit the
friends
dog?
with really cute dogs. Yeah.
And then you said you've never worked with that company, and why is that you've never worked with that company? It just hasn't happened?
It just hasn't
the schedules
happened.
Haven't
Yeah, because
aligned?
there's companies that, you know, obviously I've worked for, and then there's companies I haven't worked for because the schedule hasn't worked out, and then there's companies I haven't worked for because I don't fit the mold of like what they want for their
What's an example
performers.
of that?
So like I don't have tattoos. So there's certain sites and stuff that won't book me because I'm not alternative, which I completely understand. BBW sites, obviously, because I don't fit that.
You basically fit that.
Thank you. I've been working on it, eating a lot of tacos. I feel like I'm doing an ASMR video. Like I should just tap.
Hey, whatever gets more views for the podcast. We should just whisper the rest of the time. That's what they do, right?
Yeah, but you have to whisper where you're not like feeling it in your throat.
So you don't sound like you're whispering. You're just talking
So you don't sound like this.
really lightly.
You just sound like this instead.
I
Or
might-
you just lower your voice a
I
lot.
might even do that sometimes without even realizing it.
Yeah.
This might have been an ASMR podcast the whole time. I didn't even know.
I'm very excited to be on my very first ASMR podcast.
That does sound sexier. Why is it? Why does it do that? Why is it like that?
I don't know. We're fucking animals, and
Yeah,
we have
some-
auditory responses.
yeah.
Like it's just, I don't know. I'm an evolved monkey. Like that's
We all are.
exactly. So
Wait, what were we talking about? Oh, so you don't fit in for BBW scenes,
Sure.
tattooed scenes.
I don't get a whole lot of dom work because I generally come off super nice, which is a bummer because I super like dom stuff.
Well, maybe just email them and say, hey, just so
Yeah.
you guys know, I could be a bitch if you want me to.
Yeah, I should do that. I should reach out more. It's
I
just
don't know. Is that considered, for example, okay, in comedy, I don't like reaching out to anyone to get
Okay.
gigs. Like, I'm here, hire me if you like me. It feels weird to be aggressive.
yeah.
Is it similar in pornography? Are you supposed to be aggressive? Are you supposed to email companies and say, hey, I'd love to do a scene with you? Or is that kind of frowned upon a little bit?
Well, I don't know if it's frowned upon. I think you don't want to be like pestering people or being aggressive. Like why haven't I shot for you yet? But I think a polite email, like maybe once a month, is normal. And then I actually have my agent Riley with Hussey Models. He sends out emails to let people know like travel dates and stuff like that. So like we're planning a trip for me to go to Florida. Hopefully, this COVID stuff will have calmed down a little bit.
Are they shut down or something over there or no?
Florida seems to have a lot more cases than Las Vegas, and so
yeah,
does.
and I forgot that's a concern for you.
So
Yeah.
does LA, but I don't see very many people. But getting on a plane is a little bit different. Like I said, I like to keep it a happy place and stuff. But every now and then, like with the
You'll slip
the
something
recent
out.
BLM stuff, I did post a few things and I retweeted some things I thought were important.
About how you hate the
but-
BLM movement. And
Oh my God. Hey. And so people got mad at me. Like it totally happened. But the thing is, I'm like, hey, it's totally fine. You can get mad, go over, like have your minute. And then if you want to come back, cool, we're still friends. And if you don't, that's fine.
yeah.
You can be mad over there.
That's the thing.
So-
When someone threatens, I'm going to unfollow you. I'm like, I don't know what you think, but I don't need you. I don't know you. I don't need you. If you want to unfollow,
Yeah.
unfollow.
Yeah. It's like, okay, I don't know why did you waste your time telling me?
Yeah.
Like, just don't waste your time. Just do it. It's fine.
Just do it. Don't say
And-
anything.
Yeah.
Same thing with heckling
Just do
in
it.
stand-up. I'm like, you don't have to think I'm funny.
No.
Just
Maybe just don't
wait for the
interrupt
next guy.
the show
yeah,
for
don't
everybody
interrupt
else.
the show. Exactly.
Yeah.
People are crazy.
They are.
I
They are.
realized this year too that I'll just never understand humans.
Yeah.
I could try all I want, but then someone does something where I'm like, I don't understand how you could have ever done that because I can't wrap my brain around it.
Yeah. Yeah. People are interesting. People's motives are interesting. I really like watching like true crime stuff and then different psychology and sociology type things. I took a lot of classes on that when I was in college, and I wanted to go into some kind of a criminal law or criminal like
You still can.
yeah, you know.
Who knows? One day you're gonna
There
get
are some
You're gonna
barriers.
get old. No one's gonna want to watch you get fucked anymore. One day.
That's
Maybe-
never going to happen.
Yeah, age 70.
You should see my mother.
She's still young. She's still 50s. Once you hit, like, I can't think of a 70-year-old woman I want to fuck. Like, who's the best? Jane Fonda is
Well,
like the
by then
hottest
I'll
old
be
lady.
by then I'll be like
Want to
retired.
retire? Yeah, you won't want to do criminal justice anymore.
Probably not.
Watch, someone's gonna
I'll wanna,
comment
like,
on this, going, "You're an asshole. She's gonna be fuckable for life."
Don't do that.
People get old. People get fat. Everyone. It happens to everyone.
Sure.
Some people younger than others.
Yeah. Anything could happen. And, you know, I'm not
She
about
could
all the
lose a
white
limb.
knighting.
I hope she
I
doesn't.
could.
But
I
she's
could.
going to Florida. She's going to go to the beach. There's sharks there.
But I think I'd be pretty sexy with a nub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that
I-
one-armed surfer chick. She's hot.
I have a guy friend who lost one of his arms surfing. And it was about here. So he can move the nub. And he's got a tattoo up to here, 1 to 10. Likes to see how deep he can get it. He said he's
Wait,
only ever gotten it to about 8.
the nub?
Yeah. The nub.
Wait, it goes inside?
Like fisting, but without a hand.
Oh. Who lets him do that?
A lot of people. He's very charming. Not me. I'm not very much
Do you
of
think it's like a turn on for him to fuck people with his nub?
I think he's just a very fun person. I do think part of it is a turn on for sure.
Would you, okay, you said you wouldn't let him do it.
It's too big.
What-
It's too big.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
But didn't you say you do fisting and stuff or no?
I fist others. I have a
Oh, but you don't do
perfect
it.
beginner fisting hand. It just collapses.
Have you ever fisted a man's butt?
I haven't fisted a man's butt. I give a mean prostate massage.
I've never had that.
Yeah,
have
that's
you,
more like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever fisted a woman's butt?
I haven't fisted a woman's butt, but I've fisted a couple of girls' vaginas.
Vaginas.
Yeah.
And-
one of them peed on me. That was exciting.
I imagine, if you have a fist inside you, it'd be hard not to pee. Maybe.
You
Because you're
know-
probably just touching everything, her urethra.
It's harder for me to pee when I'm fucking. Like, it always takes a minute.
But you've never been fisted. That's what I'm saying. When
That's
you're fucking,
true.
it's probably easy to control your pee. When a hand is in there, it's probably just like pinching every little thing in there. It's causing,
It could be.
I don't know.
My
I don't know
hand
how
was
the
like
body
this
works.
too, so it just like filled up.
With pee. And
Yeah.
you're like,
And I was like, oh, I did not put the protector on the bed, did I?
oh, this was in your personal life?
It's for a video. It's on Pornhub actually. And I was like, oh man. And that's when I bought bed protectors for all the beds in the
Smart.
house.
Yeah, I do that, and I
It
don't
would have
even-
been.
I
It would
don't
have been
even
smart to
shoot.
do it before.
I don't even shoot videos and I have bed protectors in the house. I Airbnb my second bedroom,
Yeah.
and there was this one time. So I live in West Hollywood.
Okay.
And I used to live in a studio apartment, and I would Airbnb it when I leave town.
Okay.
West Hollywood, if you're not familiar with it, is the gay part of Los Angeles. It's
Cool.
I think it's 50% homosexuals in Los Angeles.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
And my brother's gay. I have a lot of gay in my life.
Yeah.
I'm gay on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm straight in real life and Twitter and Instagram,
Oh,
but on
okay.
Facebook I'm gay.
Erica told me you were gay.
Oh yeah, because she follows me on Facebook. I remember one time I made a gay post on Facebook and she's like, "Oh, I'm here for you," but not gay.
Sorry,
Did you
Erica,
believe her?
Not gay. I did. I was
You
like,
did?
oh, okay. Like it was a little. I was like, oh,
You're like,
okay.
but he slid into my DMs.
yeah. But I've had gay guys slide into my DMs a lot. So,
How could just to say, hey, I think you're beautiful?
I-
Like, why do gay guys slide into your DMs?
well, gay and bi, I guess. I don't know. I have an eclectic mix of fans,
Interesting.
and they like different things about me. I don't generally ask because I feel like I'm fishing for compliments. But yeah.
No, not. Well, I'm gay on Facebook. That's it.
yeah.
But in real
okay.
life, straight.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Erica. I thought, I don't know what I thought. It wasn't, no
Well,
hard
if
feelings.
you put it on the internet that you're gay, you know.
Yeah, I just do it like for fun. I don't
Uh-huh.
know. I have a good time with it.
Well, good.
yeah.
You having a good time with it right now?
Maybe. maybe that's why you agreed to do the podcast. Oh, he's gay.
Erica said that actually. She was like, "Don't worry, he's gay." Like, she's like, "I'd never send you anywhere unsafe." And I was like, I feel
Little
pretty
does
safe.
she know, very
Little does
unsafe.
she know, into the wolf's den.
Yeah, right here. Okay.
I keep looking over here because there's a big monitor where I can see myself.
Sometimes I make, like when I'm
Yeah.
talking, when I said I live in West Hollywood. Oh yeah, that's the story I was
Yeah.
going to share.
Yeah.
So I live in West Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
Airbnb'd my studio apartment.
Yes.
A gay couple
Mm-hmm.
rented it for the weekend. And I was like, sweet, cool,
Mm-hmm.
no big deal. Happens all the time. Rented, many gays have slept in my bed, all good. I do have a separate set of sheets that I use if I were rent out. I have my sheets. I
feel
have
like
the
that's-
Airbnb sheets.
I feel like that's normal.
So put on the Airbnb sheets. Come home. There is feces. And it is nasty. It's a
Yeah.
nasty thing to
Yeah.
come home to. It didn't even... It's disrespectful. Gay or straight, that's
Yeah.
disrespectful. Clean up after yourself.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
And so I threw out the whole mattress and
Oh, yeah.
everything. I was like, this is disgusting.
Ugh,
And I had a mattress protector on.
Jesus
But
Christ.
had to
But
get-
it got through
I
the...
threw it all. I threw everything away. I know. I'm still scarred thinking about it.
Yeah.
But you
Ugh.
probably deal with shit like that all the time.
Not really, because it just doesn't happen that much. Like people who are shooting in porn,
They know how to prepare.
yeah, and not everybody does. I mean, stuff does happen, and I personally feel like, and this has nothing to do with not cleaning up after yourself. That's bullshit. But I do personally feel like if you're gonna put your hand or your dick or whatever in a butt, and if you don't, like, if you get mad about any poop coming out, then
Oh,
you're a little
yeah.
bitch. And
Right, then why are you
shouldn't do
doing
anal.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, then you're a little bitch and you shouldn't do anal. You're not ready.
Agreed.
And so,
Ew, gross poop came out of your poop hole.
ew, poop came out of that place where poop comes
Yeah.
from. God damn it. Why didn't you
Why
cleanse your
don't- why-
intestines
yeah,
for me?
you shouldn't have poop inside your body.
Yeah. You should just
have you
be
ever
a blow-up
experienced
doll.
someone reacting that way?
No. I'm generally good with cleaning out and stuff. And I eat relatively healthy.
That's
so
good.
that helps. But I especially PAing, like you keep an eye out for stuff like that. Normally it's actually like blood, like people are on their periods and their sponge leaks or something. And then we have to cut and clean up and then go back. But
Oh, the
once
sponge
or
period
twice.
business happens more often than I thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it affect? I would imagine, for me, I don't
Yeah.
know if this is mean or as a male performer,
Mm-hmm.
it would be a lot harder for me to have sex with a girl with a sponge in her vagina. Or do they,
Well,
like,
Mm-hmm. how do
how's
you
it
know?
for them? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining.
I mean,
Would you say it is, or most
I
of them
don't know
don't
because
care?
I don't have a dick. So, like, I
But
don't know
with
for sure.
From your experience.
Nobody seems to give a fuck.
No one gives a
yeah.
fuck, yeah.
I know they can feel it, but I don't think it feels bad because it's just
Right,
it's just a
sponge.
super soft. And makeup sponges are really soft. They're like super smooth and silky. So like, it shouldn't be like abrasive or anything.
Here's another interesting thought.
Mm-hmm.
So you use a makeup sponge for porn scenes. How come girls don't do that in their regular life
'Cause
when they want
it's-
to have period sex?
It's super not like in my regular life. I don't have to put anything in there. It's
Right.
like free bleed. Fuck it.
But some guys don't want, and girls just don't like period sex.
Sure, but
So that could
it's
be a
still,
good solution for that.
I think part of it is people don't know because, like, I didn't fucking know until I was on a porn set.
Someone taught you that trick.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
oh, I picked up a new trick today.
Yeah, I've picked up a lot of tricks. It's been really nice because I've always been super like fidgety with my girl parts.
Let's
so-
make a video right now.
Okay.
This is for we'll put on your YouTube if you want it.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
It'll be called Alex Cole's 3 tricks
Okay.
to use in your sex life
Okay.
that I learned. Well, you could think of your own title that
Sure,
you
sure,
learned
sure.
from porn.
Okay. My 3 tips that I would say I use the most often are the makeup sponge, like using a makeup sponge when you need to have sex and you need no blood to come out. But what you do is you break off I would only use 1 or 2 of the little triangle sponges, and then you run it under the sink or you pour water on it. I would go with a water bottle. You never know what's in your tap water. And you get it wet first and kind of squeeze it.
Picky about your water.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Well, if you're putting
on
it
your
in,
period,
yeah.
use a makeup sponge and use clean, filtered water. None of that tap water shit. We're not peasants.
Well, it's, there's different like minerals and bacteria and shit like that. So it's kind of like I feel like the water bottle I've had less problems.
You got to keep your pH balanced.
It's very
Ladies,
true. It's very true. You're already
Ladies,
putting stuff in there that doesn't belong. So.
you got to keep your pH to have a nice, tasty vagina. Sorry, continue.
Hey now. It's usually penises that fuck up the pH. I will say
I
that.
didn't know that.
It totally is. Yeah.
Bonus tip.
Bonus tip.
Wash
your fucking
Wash
dick.
your dicks. Wash your men's dicks.
Wash your fucking dick.
Ladies, if you're about to have sex with a new man, there's nothing wrong with saying, "Hello, sir. Would you mind washing your dick before entering my body?"
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm taking over your video.
You can say it sexier if you want. You can be like, "Hey, do you want to take a shower together?"
Oh, good.
I
Look at all these tricks.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. Is like I used to like.
What happens if you're like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a shower.
Like,
I meant, will you take a shower? I meant your dirty dick needs to be washed.
I'll be more upfront. I've totally been more upfront before. Like on set and stuff, or even in my personal life, it's been like, "Hey man, you want to go rinse off?" Like, just kind of like.
You'd think if you're about to go to a porn set, for
Yeah.
me, if I wouldn't do that, but if I was a male porn star, I would take a shower right before going to set.
Almost everybody's super great about it, and a lot of guys will take a shower on set because usually set is like a house. So, like I usually rinse off in the shower before a scene because it's like, yeah, I showered before I came and I brushed my teeth and all that shit, but maybe I had coffee or maybe I I've definitely gone to the bathroom since. So it's like.
Just
sweating in the
fresh.
car,
Yeah.
like stuff like that. But some people will ask you not to. Some people
Because they're into that.
Yeah, a
Like,
lot of
I
people.
want a real lady.
A lot of people are into like scents in porn because I feel like it's that desensitization where you're like you need more and more extreme things, and so a lot of people in porn have little things that it's their thing, and that's what helps them like get through a scene if they're having a rough day. And a lot of people I know are super into scents, like, and I like it too. Like clean sweat, I love that.
Right. If a girl's healthy and
Yeah.
eats good and like after she goes on a run, that could be hot.
Yeah, super hot. So like the smells and stuff. I was an extra on a scene with Natalie Mars and Mike Panic, who was one of my exes, and he and her were performing.
He's number 3?
3.
Okay.
And he and her were performing together, and she was like getting ready for the sex part, and we're friends. I really like her a lot. She's so sweet and like really hot. So she asked if she could like smell me before she started her scene, and I thought it was really hot because she's fucking my boyfriend. And
He was your boyfriend at the time.
At the time, yeah. So it was great. And so she like pulled my pants down and just stuck her face in my ass like right there in the kitchen.
She wanted to not just smell you, she wanted to smell the real you.
I was oh my God, it was the hottest thing because everyone was around. Like my boyfriend was sitting there at the table, and then like the whole crew was there,
Wow.
and everyone started clapping. And it was great. That was one of my first introductions to porn. It was amazing. Thank you, Natalie.
Oh, you weren't doing porn at this time?
I was playing an extra, so I think I had just started doing porn, but I did play extra spots for different sites before I started doing porn. So
Interesting.
yeah, I think that was for trans
I would
angels.
do that. I would be an extra in porn. Not that
It's
anyone
pretty
wants me
cool.
to be, but I was like, that.
You could totally be, yeah.
That I would do.
Yeah.
That'd be that would I would even think would be really funny if someone's like, I saw you in a porn, like you were in the background. I'm like, yeah.
You could totally talk to an agent and see.
Just email a porn agent.
Email mine. Fuck it.
And just say, hey,
Yeah.
I'd like to be an extra.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, yeah, get in line, bud.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know that they need reliable people, and especially with COVID, a lot of people have been canceling last minute and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
So, and a lot of during the break, we took a few months off from
And it
shooting
pays?
porn. It pays, I think, When
I
I
wouldn't
was doing
expect
it was
to.
$150.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great money.
Yeah, $150 for the day.
That's more than
So-
you get paid to be an extra on a real film set sometimes.
Yeah, well, sometimes, and they'll try to get like some companies you'll do a lot for being an extra, and some companies you'll do like barely anything.
Right.
And usually they do just hire performers because we're around and we're okay with it, and so they
Yeah.
already know that. But I think if you had like your agent knew that you were cool with porn extraing, then you totally could. Because I don't
That's
see
so
why
fun.
not. They always need like people, and if you see somebody in too many, then it can get a little like, well, he's in everything.
Yeah, like this world isn't real.
It's like, oh well, who's that guy?
He can't be your stepbrother. He was her stepbrother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, there's a little fourth wall breaking when you see somebody all over the place, but
Makes
there are super good extras that are great and their acting's fantastic, so they get used a whole lot.
Wow.
But yeah, I made
Would've thought.
$150, and then for one extra spot that took a really long time, I got $250.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so first tip.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
This
we-
was supposed. Never mind.
Well,
This is
no.
not a video for me
We're
anymore.
starting. Well, I could edit it. I'm gonna edit it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true. You
okay,
can.
So first tip. Let's start it over.
First tip
3
was the
tips.
sponges.
Yeah, 3. This is Alex's call. Alex
Are we
calls.
starting over?
Or should we? Or should I,
don't
edit
know.
it? Let's start it over.
Okay.
No one will care. There's Alex. Not the whole podcast. The tip
Okay,
video.
great.
This is Alex Cole's
Okay.
3 tips to improve your sex life.
Okay. And it's going to be really short. Check out his podcast for the long explanation of the sponge tip. But basically, go buy yourself a bag of makeup sponges and get them wet, and then put them inside you to keep blood from coming out if you're menstruating. Only 1 or 2 at a time. Definitely make sure that you keep track of how many are in there. I've definitely helped girls get sponges out, and then extra sponges came out that they didn't realize were in there, and you can die, so don't do that. Please keep track. There was one time I was helping a girl get a sponge out. She knew she put 2 in, 4 came out, and 1 was black.
Like it had been
So-
there for weeks.
Not like, no, because periods don't last that long. So it probably like a day or 2. So it's not great. Don't do that.
I learned something
But-
new today.
Oh, and you can also use the Today sponge, which I also talked about in your podcast. So I'll put link in the description. And I'm new to the YouTube thing.
Perfect. You're doing great.
You should totally put videos on Pornhub too. They pay a little better.
I'll try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a safe
I
for
don't
work
do a lot
option
of
too.
porn stars on the podcast, so I
Oh,
only
okay.
most of
Well,
them are
cool.
most of them are just regular comedians and
Awesome.
yeah.
I'm special.
Special.
For once. No. But yeah, another tip is tea tree oil. I love tea tree oil. I use it a lot. You can use it if you have a blemish or anything on any part of you. A lot of porn girls have a lot of trouble. We shave like almost every day and are constantly like giving ourselves microabrasions. So tea tree oil is an antifungal, antibacterial. And so you can put a tiny dab of it on a pimple or something, and it'll dry it all up and it'll go away faster. There's also like tea tree oil. You can put 2 drops in a bottle for your douche. So when you get a douche, I'm trying to think that this isn't like for people that already know. So if you buy a box of douches at the store at Walgreens or whatever.
Do a lot of women use douches?
I don't know. In porn, all of us do just about. Not everybody, but just about. And I'm off and on using it. But it just like, it's more, a lot of companies don't like the creamy look, and women get creamy even when they're like, they do get creamy when they're sick, but they also get creamy when they're ovulating, I think, and like different like phases in your cycle. So a lot of companies don't like the way that looks because people can be like, oh, does she have a yeast infection or
Oh,
something?
so they ask you to douche
Yeah.
so that you don't get cream.
Yeah. So, but it's funny because when you're camming, people love cream. People are like, oh my God, are you going to be creamy? Are you?
Because it lets them, it's kind of like coming
Yeah.
in their minds. They're like, oh, it must feel really good. Look how wet
Yeah.
and creamy she is.
And it's true. Like sometimes I'll get creamy if I'm horny all day and I don't do anything about it. Like the longer I'm horny, the creamier it gets. So at least that's me. And but anyway, so when you buy the box, dump out the liquid that's in there, dump out the vinegar and stuff, and rinse the bottle out, and then fill it with like room temperature bottled water, and then put 2 drops, no more, no less, of tea tree oil, and kind of like swirl it up, and then use it that way. It seems like I get sick a lot less now that I do that, and I like to do that after my scenes and before my scenes. So, and don't use the whole bottle. You don't have to use the whole bottle just because it's full. You can use just half, and it's normally totally fine.
As much as it takes to get you clean.
Just a quick rinse,
Yeah.
you know? Because I like to use it after a scene because, like I said, a lot of pH problems come from dicks. So, so it
Flush
helps.
that shit out.
You don't know where that penis has been before you. You don't. A lot of things that girls have that guys can also like carry them and not realize. So like a guy can give you like BV or
What's BV?
bacterial vaginosis.
Oh,
So
okay.
like he can have bacteria in his dick and it gets in your pussy, and then you have BV and BV sucks. We don't want that.
We definitely don't want that.
Or a yeast infection or something. So you can give a girl that and have no symptoms at all yourself, just because maybe you fucked another girl who wasn't 100% on her pH. So
Right. Similar to herpes and chlamydia.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so doing that after sex seems to help me a lot to not have any of those problems.
So tip number 2 is make
tea
your
tree
own
oil.
douche.
Tea tree oil and make your own douche.
Yeah.
And then for the third one is the thing that I always say when people are like, do you have any tips for people's sex life? Do you have any tips for me? Like, how do I get my girlfriend to do anal? Like that kind of stuff. What it boils down to is you don't. You have communication is key for any sexual relationship. You need to tell people if you're not feeling well. You need to tell people if you like a certain thing. You need to tell people if you don't like a certain thing. And it needs to be a conversation like this, not in the moment, because in the moment it's going to be a lot harder to vocalize yourself. So
Consent, communicate.
yes. I think a lot of problems can be solved with communication and just being able to say, okay, well, I really want to do anal, but if she doesn't, then I accept that. I'm not going to needle her.
You're
you
going to
know?
either need to find someone else or be okay with not having anal.
Yeah. And then the same for girls. If you want to fuck your dude in the ass and he says no, you need to fucking respect that.
Absolutely.
So
That means you
equality.
out there, don't touch my butt.
I mean you, Sarah.
I've never had anything in my butt.
No, nothing? Not even a little bit?
No, the way I look at it is, I'm not, hating if someone's if there's a guy out there into butt, good for you. If you're into butt stuff. But I've never had it, so maybe I don't know what I'm missing.
Sure.
But might as well stay, oblivious to it. Might as well stay ignorant to it, because that way I'm not desiring it all the time.
Sure.
I've never had a cup of coffee.
No?
I've never smoked a cigarette. I've never done Molly. They all sound, every time I see someone doing those things, then they start needing it. Oh, now you're drinking a cup of coffee a day. Now you're smoking a pack a day. I've never had it, so.
Yeah. I think
Good.
everything in moderation.
Right.
But I do think that exploring your body is something I highly recommend to anybody sexually. So I do think guys should explore their butts too. Because the thing is, part of it is severe jealousy because you have a prostate and I don't. So I would love to have a prostate. That would make everything so much more fun. And just to know that there are human beings out there with prostates who aren't using them, it just grinds my
That's me
gears.
right here.
Just
Don't
grinds
use it.
my
I've
gears.
never even had a prostate exam. I've never even
What?
had a doctor put his.
But you should do that.
Man, I'd rather die. I'd rather get prostate cancer and die before I let a man put his finger in my butt. Or a girl. I guess there could be lady doctors that do it.
That is a choice. That is
Yeah.
a choice. And you're welcome to your choices.
Sorry that upsets you that I'm not using
It's
my
okay.
prostate, but
I'm just, I'm holding it inside.
maybe
Real
I just
fast.
need to find that special someone that convinces me to use my prostate. Maybe she's out there.
I feel like
watching
there's
this.
just a lot of, and that's kind of what I was talking about with green lighting earlier. I feel like there's a lot of people who, it makes me sad that they don't try things because like stigma type things, like oh well, I can't do that because then what does that say about me? And it's like, I don't know. It fucking says you wanted to try something and you did.
For me, it's more
So-
like I have a couple fears.
Yeah.
So fear number one, well, first off, I don't have a desire to do it at all. So I'm like,
And the main thing is, it's cool you're explaining. No one ever has to explain to anybody why they don't want to do a thing.
sure.
If they say no, then that's
Right, that's
it.
all. That's
So-
all you need.
so
But
you
I don't mind
have
explaining.
to explain it, but
no,
I'm
but I don't
interested.
mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, I've never thought to myself, "Oh man, I would really like to try that." So that's the first one. But let's say a girl's like, "Trust me, you'd love it." So now my second fear is, let's say you touched my butt and I loved it. You touched my prostate and I had the best orgasm of my life. Now I'm like, fuck, I want that all the time, right? Not every girl's into doing that.
Sure.
So now my group of partners is more limited. So why would
Okay.
I want to do that to myself? Because
Yeah.
then it's like I might get a girlfriend. She doesn't want to do that. And now I'm desiring other women. And
You
blah,
can
blah,
do
blah.
it yourself,
True. But
Most people do.
yeah.
Yeah. At least
That's
the
a good
first
point.
time. I don't think your first time should be with another person unless that person is extremely experienced. So that's just
Right.
me.
Yeah, that's
But
probably, that makes sense.
I accept your reasonings.
Bonus tip. If
Yeah.
you're playing with your prostate, do it yourself first.
Yeah. Well, you can feel. That's the thing. Like I do strap-on scenes and stuff, and I always get a little nervous because my main focus is like I don't want to hurt the person because I can't feel anything of what's happening. You know,
Right.
it's just.
Yeah,
it's,
you got to be gentle.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's the same thing when a man does
Yeah.
anal on you or
Yeah.
on a girl.
Well, at least a man fucking someone, you can
You
feel
feel
it.
it,
You have a
yeah.
penis. So, like, if you're hitting something wrong or whatever, you can be
You
like,
know.
oh, that's weird. Or if
Uh-huh.
you go, like, up or down too much or whatever, like, you can feel it.
Right, true.
I can't feel shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's like guessing and, like, trying to read the other person and stuff. So I definitely feel like everybody should try things themselves before they try it with other people.
That makes sense. Okay, so we've talked a lot about porn.
Yeah.
Any other passions in your life?
My life's pretty consumed with porn. Yeah. I figure
Do you have any pets?
I do. Yeah. I have 2 Russian blue cats, Sam and Dean, and they're brothers.
Okay.
Yeah, like the show Supernatural.
So you have 2 male cats
Yes.
that run around your house
Yes.
in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Are you in any sports to stay fit, or do you just go to the gym?
I don't go to the gym and I don't play sports right now. I
Oh.
ran track and I played basketball in school, but yeah, no, I don't exercise.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Good for you.
thanks.
Good metabolism.
Yeah, it's the metabolism and I fuck a lot and
I didn't think about that. I guess that is exercise.
Yeah, and I don't do normal fucking. Like I don't just like spread them and enjoy myself. Like it's reverse cowgirl is a fucking leg workout. So, you know, yeah, that's the main thing.
Reverse cowgirl. Oh, yeah, because you got to.
Yeah, when your knees are like, I would do it if I wasn't in a dress because this is YouTube, not Pornhub.
Right.
So-
Then I'd have to get a black bar on
Google
After
it.
Effects. Then then I'd be breaking my 5 days of no porn.
Yeah, you
turns
would.
into a
That
whole
would count.
thing. Yeah.
That would totally count. But yeah, you're basically on hands and feet and you're like moving yourself with your legs or your arms or whatever.
It's a workout.
Legs look better. So yeah, that's a
Okay, so your life is consumed with porn. Sounds
kind
like.
of, yeah.
Your cats, your boyfriend, and porn.
Yeah, that's basically
What about
it.
you? Go to the movies?
I,
What's fun for you? What do you do on your night off? Do you just get pizza and
Yeah.
watch TV? What's your?
I like playing video games. Like right now we're playing Dungeons 3.
Never played that one.
Yeah, I like it. It's like you're the dungeon master, and you've got this like cavern that you build out through. You like burrow through the walls with your little they call them snots. Your little snots. They run around. You can smack them to make them work harder and stuff. It's hard to explain, but basically you have a dungeon. You build traps and stuff, and you create creatures, and you send them up to go kill heroes.
Cool.
Yeah, and
I've been playing the new Tony Hawk.
oh,
That's
okay.
one I got into. Pretty fun. Yeah,
Cool.
I was actually playing it right before you got here on the computer out there.
Oh, okay.
Playing Tony Hawk. But Dungeons 3, I'll check that one out too.
Yeah, it's fun. It's on Xbox One. Yeah.
Xbox One, all right. Dungeons 3. Do you have any issues in your life that I could help you with as your unlicensed therapist?
I'm relatively I don't know,
Content?
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah.
Everyone's got issues.
Yeah, I don't
Nothing?
know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me see.
I've never done therapy before.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I might not have any today, but I'm going to see if
Oh.
anyone, if I have any callers. Sometimes people leave messages for me.
Oh, that's nice.
I hope they did.
I hope they
but
did.
I forgot to put out
Oh,
Instagram.
if I'd have known,
story.
I'd have totally.
Oh, I should start having the guests do it.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
you're always here.
Yeah. Okay, that one we already did.
Ooh, you could ask me one from a previous show.
I guess I could. Here, I
Yeah.
don't know if I've done this one or not. Let's try this one.
Okay,
I don't know what I'm getting. I didn't screen it ahead of time.
that's okay.
I guess I could really use some help with my anger. It's been there since I was a little boy. I just
Jesus.
found some things to keep it at bay. Sports, clubs, girls. But recently I find myself just exploding on people. And
I was gonna say he sounds like a serial killer.
I know it's not right, and it's not good, and I gotta get it under control.
God.
So, or at least find the source of it.
Yeah. I'm scared.
So, yeah.
This is a killer in the making right here.
I totally feel bad for smiling because that's totally like a problem, and I get it.
No, dude, that guy has issues.
Explosive.
You could hear it in his voice. He sounds like a weirdo. Ernest Walker is his name. Ernest Keith Walker out there. If anyone knows him, watch that guy. Watch him.
Oh my god.
That guy's a killer. I'm scared. Listen
No.
to this again. This guy's terrifying.
I don't want to listen again. that was super scary. But I think it's just like, I don't know if it meant to sound that way. But what would your advice be for somebody who is having explosive anger problems? We definitely can't figure out where it comes from.
I was
going to
say the scariest part is he didn't even know what was causing his anger.
Yeah, that's interesting.
He was just like, I get angry and I deal with it with sports and girls. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe it's a testosterone issue.
Oh, you think it could be just a medical issue?
It could be. You never know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I've ever said this in the history of my podcast.
Okay.
You need to go see a real therapist, Ernest Walker. You need to go get some therapy because someone's got to figure out. You got to figure out your demon. You got demons.
There's something.
There's something happened to you in your childhood.
Maybe.
And the closest thing, the whole time I was listening to you leave that voicemail, I was thinking of the show Dexter. And that's not good. It's not. I'm worried about you, man.
Or you could totally be a voice actor.
Or you could be a voice actor and play the next Dexter. You could play the animated version of Dexter.
That'd be cool.
But just remember, I care about you, and I'm a nice guy. So please spare my life and whatever your next moves are in your life. Please spare me and Alex. Because
this man opened up to you.
True. Yeah, well, that's what you get, dude. If you're gonna send me something, it's going public. You might get might get a little razzing.
That's true. They know you.
They know me.
Yeah.
So Godspeed, man. I hope you find the root of your issues. Anything you want to say to him?
I don't know. Maybe check in with a doctor and see about your testosterone levels, because that could be it, especially if you can't figure out why you're getting angry. And then I would say definitely talk to somebody like that actually knows what they're talking about instead of us. So
now when you even though I gave him the same advice to see someone else, then when you said that, I felt insulted. I was like, wait, we know what we're talking about. I know what I'm talking about. What?
Wait, do you have training as a therapist?
No.
Oh, okay. No,
but I still feel like I know.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I may not be trained, but
yeah,
I know it's good for people.
Okay.
I'm kind of an expert
in therapy.
I've done 100 episodes of the show, so.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, that's the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, probably.
How many therapists have seen 100 patients? Probably a lot, but
probably, yeah.
That's kind of, at what point do you call yourself seasoned, a seasoned therapist? What patient number are you like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I've seen 100 patients.
Leave the answer in the comments.
I'm sure a good therapist would say they're always learning and they're always becoming better. And I'd like to agree, say that about myself, but still.
Yeah.
Patient number 100, I deserve a little credit.
That's great. Do you want to do another one? Or
another call?
I don't know.
I don't know if I think.
What are normal calls like? Because
Like
your
that.
reaction made me think that it wasn't normal.
I mean, that was terrifying to me.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know if these are even calls. Let me play it. Let's see.
Let's find out.
Hi, I'm calling today because I have a lot of guilt and
Everyone who
grief.
calls you sounds like that.
About my mom's
Sounds
death
guilty?
a year ago.
No, like the, hey,
We should have stopped
yeah.
her from driving. She was 76 and she was still working. And she was always tired
This
and she
call's
was always
3
falling
minutes
asleep.
long. It's so long.
And we should have stopped her. And at 76, she drove at 50 miles an hour into a telephone pole after falling asleep on the road. She broke her neck and
Why did I ask for
was
this?
basically quadriplegic, but had perfect brain function still. So she was aware of everything. She was aware that she would never eat on her own or talk on her own or breathe on her own again.
It's heavy.
This is really intense.
Her neck was
Yeah.
completely broken, her spinal cord severely damaged. She was quadriplegic, and her vertebral artery was crushed. Her accident was on August 9th, 2017. And after 2 days of asking every doctor to come in that I could, and having everyone tell me
We're
there
only
was a
halfway done right now.
0% chance she would ever
We can stop if you want.
recover,
I think I'm in too deep.
and telling us that if we kept her alive, it was like committing her to a life of misery and torture. And after watching her wake up every time they tested her to see if she had any feeling in her arms and legs, and having her reach out to us with what function she had left and cry and see us and try to pull out her tube in her mouth, we had to make the decision that it was not the kind of life she would ever want. So on August 11th at 12 o'clock, we pulled her intubation tube and took her off a respirator. And she died in 20 minutes. And I feel an enormous amount of sadness and grief and guilt because my sister and I didn't stop her early enough. We should have taken her car away. We should have stopped her from driving. But it's too late. And I need help moving through or processing this grief and sadness. If you could help,
I can help you.
I would be forever grateful.
Thank you. You'll be forever in my debt after this, after I help you through this.
Do people always send you super serious ones, and
No,
do you always like joke?
that was intense.
Oh, okay.
First, I was going to say, for the future, if you're listening out there and you're like, maybe I'm going to submit an issue. If your issue is that intense,
Yeah.
maybe I don't want to hear that shit. You know? Come on. That was a little bit much.
That
It
was
kind
a
of
lot.
bummed me out.
Oh.
Maybe keep that to yourself. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
What's your opinion on? I have some pretty strong opinions on that.
Yeah,
Cool.
me too. So I think the main thing is like you can't really blame yourself for not stopping your mom from doing something. She's an adult, you know? And if she is an adult with a valid driver's license, like there's not really, you can't just take all that away. Like you could maybe go get her tested again and see if you can get her license revoked. But like I don't think, you know, she'd have been super happy with being confined either. Because
I was gonna say the exact same thing. If I was
Yeah.
76 and my kid tried to take away my license, I'd be like, "Who the
Be
fuck do you
upset,
think you
yeah.
are? I'll drive until I goddamn want to drive."
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. It's definitely not your fault. It's
Yeah, no.
her fault for falling asleep. That may sound harsh, but that happens to people of all ages.
Yeah.
And I would say she was 76, which is a little young to die, but still a relatively old age and not crazy young. No one thinks, if you hear about a 76-year-old person dying, you don't think, oh my God, they were so young.
Right.
76 is an elderly woman, and she lived a long life, and you should just be very happy that she lived a long, grateful life. And
Yeah, and I don't think that she would want you to be like upset and sad and like guilty because
Yeah.
I think if she were here, I don't know what kind of person she was, but if it were me, I'd be like, hey, like it's my fucking decision.
yeah,
And
she's in a better place.
fuck you, you weren't taking my fucking car away.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
go wherever the hell
exactly.
I want.
Mhm.
So I don't think you should beat yourself up about it. And the thing is, like, everybody dies, so
Everyone dies.
It's just it's something that we're all gonna do. So
I agree. I agree with Alex on that one.
Yeah.
Don't blame yourself. This tough love, but snap out of it. It's not your fault,
Mm-hmm.
and you did what you can. And I would have pulled the plug too. If I was a quadriplegic, pull the plug. I'm saying that right now on the public record. Do not keep me alive on
Yeah.
tubes.
And I am very disappointed in this country for not legalizing euthanasia. Also,
Right. You got to go to
because
Canada.
Because that was terrible having to listen to her say that she pulled the tube and then it took 20 minutes for her to die. Like, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That
true.
sounds awful. Like, why can't we be like more advanced countries where they just give you an injection and you go to
we're
sleep?
for the death penalty, but we're not for
Right. Which
killing
is
a good person, putting them out of their misery.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine to kill people who are, possibly innocent
Right.
that don't want to die. But if you want to die, fuck you. It's illegal.
Yeah.
It's illegal for
Yeah.
you to try to kill yourself too. Just so you know.
Suicide's illegal.
So, which is pretty fucked up. It's like,
yeah, it's fucked up.
this is mine. If I want to.
But then it's like also, then if let's pretend like suicide was legal,
Yeah.
then do you have to
Like
kill
Futurama?
yourself in a certain way? Are you still allowed to blow your brains out and jump off bridges, or is that leaving a mess? Or do you have to go to a suicide place and say,
I don't think it should ever be illegal, but I think it would probably be more like people wouldn't because they'd have an option, you
Right.
know? So, and those things are messy and, traumatic, and you could survive, and there's a lot of downsides. So I think if people had an option,
right?
they'd use the
Maybe
option.
they would use the option more often. you're
Yeah,
saying.
I don't see. I don't see how people would like forego an easy option if that's really what they wanted to do.
Right.
Where you go and you get like examined because they interview you and talk to you and try to make sure that you're mentally sound so that you can really make the decision. And then they have a whole process they go through. So
I'd rather just kill myself than go through that process.
yeah, but I really like the idea of just going to sleep. A lot
Yeah.
more than I like the idea of
True.
trying a method.
It's going to be a painless.
There's too many
a
horror
medical
stories
death.
about halfway,
Right.
getting just totally fucked up or
True. That's a good point.
changing your mind,
Really good point.
Yeah. So I think I'd rather go through the process.
Rest in peace to your mother. I'm
Yes.
sorry for your loss. I guess it was 3 years ago, but sounds like you're still going through it. So
yeah.
sorry for your loss. Anything else you would like to share with the world out there, to your fans, to my fans, to strangers,
Yeah.
any message you want to send? Anything you want to say?
Well, I hope you had a great day and that you enjoyed this podcast. I had a great time.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
And can I plug my?
You could plug
Sure.
anything you'd like. Yeah.
All right. So I have a plug in my purse. So we're gonna plug you, right? Because you said anything. So.
You're going to put a butt plug in me.
Well, you said anything.
Hey, I've been liked you for a long time. If this is how it has to happen.
Kidding.
I know.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I feel that was obvious. I didn't need to say it. But no, it's I only have one thing to plug, and it's you can find all my links on allmylinks.com/ALEXXXCOAL. So it's allmylinks.com/Alex Cole with 3 X's. And I have a whole list of all my shit right there, so you don't have to go looking for anything.
She has a lot of content out there of
All kinds of stuff.
explicit things
Oh my
that
God.
we can't even talk about on the podcast.
We talked about a lot of explicit things,
That's true.
Yeah.
We could talk about it, but
but we
rather
won't.
leave it up for mystery.
But we won't.
But
So,
just imagine this
doing things.
doing naughty
and
things.
stuff.
Naughty,
Stuff and
naughty
things.
things that you wouldn't want to watch with your parents or your children. So if you're watching this and you're like, I'm gonna go check out her link,
Yeah,
I'd
don't
say
do that. It's not safe for work.
do it privately,
Well,
personally.
The All My Links link is fine. You can do that. But
But then if you click those links in that link,
there's a lot of links in that link that aren't fine.
I would say do it at home alone, or if you know your partner is into it. That's it.
Yeah, I
If your
super
kids are
like
in the
it.
room-
I super like it when partners watch me together. That's really fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. That's really
I've
nice.
done that.
Yeah, it's cool, especially like when it's live. But what was I gonna say? Fuck.
And you have to be over 18.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this and you went, even though on my YouTube I also say over 18, if you snuck through the cracks,
Yeah.
if you're a bad boy and you said you're 13 and you clicked watch anyway, don't check her out.
Don't
Just
wait until you're
just
18.
write a note to a girl in class, you weirdo. Just wait a little bit.
Wait till you're 18, because I've definitely had people that have been fans for years, and I didn't realize they were fans because they were underage. And then they'll write to me when they turn 18, and they're like, "Hey, like I've been a fan for a long time, and I just turned 18, and I know you said I can't message you till I'm 18, so
How did
It's
they
like-
know you couldn't? When did you say don't message me till you're 18? On another podcast?
I say it all the time. Yeah, I say it on live cam too. Live cam is where most people talk to
That's
me.
what I did. I waited till I was 18 to message you.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you just turned 18 like
I just turned
this
18.
year, last year?
Yeah, I'm 18.
Oh, okay.
I'm 18. My hair's thinning, and
Oh, is it?
Yeah. it's hard to. Only I notice. No one else notices. But yeah,
Well,
it's
that's fine
thinning a
then.
little bit. It's not as thick. It's not as lush as it used to be. Thank you for doing the podcast
Yeah.
very much. I appreciate it. You're really cool and smart and knowledgeable on the world. And I hope that you have a successful, long life and don't hit a pole and fall asleep while driving at the age of 76.
I paid him to say all of that except the last part. So now you know.
And I'll edit out the times you said the N-word.
Thank you.
She
Thank
never
you.
said it. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Narcolepsy was the word.
Narcolepsy.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing it. God bless you guys. See you next week.
Yes.
Much
God,
love.
God bless you all. And he's definitely watching while you're watching me. So jerk off for Jesus.
You're listening to
Unlicensed Therapy with Ari Mannis.
Unlicensed Therapy with Ari Mannis.